We'd like to welcome everyone to another episode of the Gangster Chronicles podcast where Gangsta Rap lives. It's your boy Bigg Steele with.
Yeah.
Y'all know when y'all hear that jail, that's the one and only MC Eiht. Hey, what's poppin' with you, dog?
You starting the show off already. I'm straight, my nigga. Everything's good. Just moving around a lot.
You said you started the show off already.
Yeah, man. Stop with that shit, man.
Man,
Stop with that shit with the one and only bullshit, man. Let's just go with the Gangster Chronicles,
you
man.
is the one and only, the one and only incomparable MC motherfucking Eiht.
Still, you gonna make me stop coming, man. You better stop that shit, man. We gonna stay with the regular shit. The Gangster Chronicles. I ain't the one and only shit. I'm just me. I ain't no icon. I ain't no none of that, man. I'm just a nigga sitting here.
All right, here we go. We gonna do it one more time, man. You made your point clear.
Still keep.
We gonna keep it going. You ain't gotta say no more. Here we go right now. We'd like to welcome everyone to another episode of the Gangster Chronicles podcast.
My nigga Steele.
It's your boy Bigg Steele.
Yeah, we gonna do the one and only Bigg Steele in this bitch. Malibu's most wanted motherfucking.
We ain't doing nothing. See, he just gonna tell me leave him alone because he come on here.
Yeah, well, we giving you all the juice now, man. You the icon of podcasting. You understand? That's what they called my nigga this weekend when we was out of town. They was like the icon of
I don't think I'm no motherfucking icon. I'm just a nigga that don't figure some shit out. You heard me?
That's right.
Just a nigga that's just a normal dude that don't figure some stuff out.
They was like, shit, nigga, you original, nigga. You the original. You know, when you originate some shit, they want to put that OG on
the
you.
originals and shit don't never get no motherfucking money, though.
Exactly.
I don't want to be the nigga that's the originator of nothing. Hey, but you know what the talk of the town is right now, dog? This Kendrick and this Drake record, dog, I don't heard everybody and their mama don't have an opinion on it. Did you get to hear the record?
Nah, man, I haven't listened to it.
It's one of them things, bro, to where when I first heard it, I had to go back and give it another listen. It's tight. He's saying a lot of stuff in there.
Yeah.
You know, he's a real detailed type of cat, so it's really detailed, and it's a lot of stuff that you can mess around and pass right over if you're not paying attention.
It's not nobody doing the AI verse.
No, ain't nobody doing the AI verse. He did all this stuff real. Came with 3 different beat changes. It was hard. I called the homie, man. We got the homeboy King Crook in here. You know, I wanted to have you on here because, you know, me and you talk a lot off record, Crook, so I wanted to get your take on this stuff too, you know?
Yeah. What's goody?
Yeah, man. So I saw everybody had an opinion. I saw my man Gilly, who we just met this weekend for the first time. He came out and said that the record was corny. And for the record, everybody is entitled to have their own opinion. That man is entitled to have his opinion. But if I had a record called The Chicken Man, I wouldn't have shit to say. If I had a record in my vault called The Chicken Man, I would just stay neutral, dog.
Who has a record called The Chicken Man?
Gilly got a record called Chicken Man.
So you want to poke on Gilly right now. That's what you want to do.
No, I'm not doing that. I actually, Gilly, you know, I like what they doing. We ain't got no podcast beef. He got a right to have his opinion, but I'm just saying, though, if I had a record called, I don't know how much corny you can get than The Chicken Man.
The Chicken Man in reference to what, though? To drugs?
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, so that's The Chicken Man. Mac 10 called himself the Chicken Hawk.
Yeah, but Mac 10 wasn't running around no videos with no chicken wings in his pocket and shit.
Why are you poking that Gilly?
I ain't poking that
Gilly. Why you?
I ain't got nothing to, man. See, there they go. No, he got a right to have his opinion. I
haven't listened to the song.
It's dope.
Dope in the opinions of who though? Because some dudes who are hip hop, they're gonna feel like, you know, Kendrick's one of those rappers who's not the average rapper. A lot of dudes are looking for a hip hop song. Like I said, sometimes when you getting outside of the realm of music and you want to become, I mean, shit.
It's a lot to process.
It's yeah, like I don't know. I maybe listen to maybe 30 seconds of it. Like I said, Kendrick is one of those dudes. You feel me?
Yeah, he is.
he, he,
He gonna
he,
go into metaphysical space on your ass, man,
that's
and you
why I
have to really
said.
listen, cause he'll say some stuff like the line he said about Jay Prince and them. He said, "I'll park his son." He said dementia running the family, but I'll park his son. I was just like, man, this dude is a rapping motherfucker, and I think, Crook, you know, you one of those guys, man, that really pay a lot of attention to your lyrical detail, right?
Right.
Do you think that's being lost on the culture somewhere? People actually going back and listening to stuff before they pass judgment on it?
Yeah, everybody want to jump in on the algorithm. It's the conversation is hot. It's the topic of the day. So they listen to it real quick and then they turn the camera on. You feel me? They don't really sit with the record. They don't really dissect what he's talking about. You know what I mean? They just listen and then boom, turn the camera on and start talking so they can try to capitalize off of the algorithm and what everybody talking about and be one of the first ones with some content out there. You feel me? So yeah, that on from the listener's perspective, yeah, and then from the artist, you know, Kendrick is one of them dudes who's still being rewarded for having a sharp pen. You feel me? Like it's a lot of artists who feel like they wasting their time trying to improve their craft because they see a lot of whack. And Kendrick is one of them dudes who's still being rewarded on a high level for having creativity, for caring about his skill set. You know what I'm saying? He's still getting those accolades. You know what I mean? So I think we need his presence. And Kim, there's other people on this level, doing that too. But we need Kendrick. You know what I mean? Because the next generation is watching. Just like I was watching everybody. I was watching Big Daddy Kane. I was watching Rakim. I was watching Cool G Rap. I was watching Ice T, the DOC. I was watching Public Enemy, NWA, Cube, Scarface. You watching when you young and you start to you crack open that motherfucking notebook and you pick up that pen and you been influenced by everything you've been hearing. So the next generation, if everything they're hearing is weak and is whack, then they're gonna think that's the thing to do.
Yeah, because I really try not to, man. Hip hop is such an opinion based sport, right? So I'm careful not to, I'm always cautious on disregarding somebody else's opinion because at the end of the day, that's all it is somebody's opinion, man. But dope is dope and whack has always been whack. And I do think that people are not really sitting back and listening to stuff no more. I think they listening to first off is the beat jamming, is the hook catchy, and they don't care what somebody's saying on the record. It seems like you could be on there going goo goo gaga, but if the beat is jamming, it's almost like it's gone. Because for a minute, when it was getting so auto tune heavy for a minute to where it was like, man, if you throw the auto tune on there and just go in there and hum a melody and got a cracking beat, you can mess around and have a platinum record.
Absolutely. And it's a young kid named Denzel Curry, you know what I'm saying, who's making great music for his generation. And he tweeted something. He said, it took two of the biggest artists in the world to beef for the people to care about lyricism again. So you're right. Everybody listening just to the beats, the hooks, whatever they could turn up to. They looking for a vibe instead of any kind of information or any kind of stories or whatever. They're looking for a vibe. But this right here, these two heavyweights going at it is making them listen to what them two artists are saying. Now they listening to the lyrics right now. You know what I'm saying? And they having a big open debate online on all social media platforms about who was saying the dopest shit. And that right there, that little energy, that spirit, that's where I'm cut from. I'm cut from that cloth of who's saying what. You know what I mean? Whose style is hard? Who's saying some hard shit? You know what I mean? Like that's the energy that our arrows brought up. It's real dope that some of that is present right now. Feel me?
Yeah, I think so. Hey, When you first came in the game, man, like, during that era, you really had to be able to rap.
Right.
It wasn't really no room for for what I like to call the publicity stunts. The swag rapping wasn't quite out yet. The word cat can just get off with his swagger and just get that off and become a full, complete artist. You actually had to be able to rap. Where do you think shit kind of start falling off at?
Oh shit, man. Hip hop just, man, rap just, hip hop, rap, whatever you want to call it, whatever you consider yourself in whatever category. Um, a lot of shit, to me, rap started falling off when companies started getting scared of the truth in our music, because we would tell our truths about, situations where we're in, and thus, violence portrayed in our music. A lot of people start wanting to stray away from our music. Thus, you had a lot of, let's glamorize, money and fame, and let's glamorize who got the biggest chains, and that's when, to me, when rap started not caring about lyricism. And let's just face it, some of that just flies over motherfuckers' head. A lot of people want to hear 1, 2, 3 ABC. When you pride yourself in lyrics and trying to come up with something that's unfadable, a lot of people tend to want to call that, whack, or because they don't understand. We've had a lot of gifted lyricists, come from times where people just didn't understand the music. You get me? Motherfucker would rather hear a Ice Cube than a Black Thought from the Roots. You get me? Uh, and not that Cube was any better or whatever. It's just that being having real pride in your lyrics, didn't fathom everybody. A lot of niggas just wanted to hear a simple beat and a simple ABC. You feel me? So to me, that's when music started turning. When motherfuckers didn't give a damn about what we were rapping about or the truthness in our music. Let's just rap about corny shit and how big your chain is and what kind of motherfucking name brand shoes or pants you got on. You feel me?
It was easy to get caught up, man, because personally, man, I had a situation, right? And I think when you get those deals, you follow the money. You kind of talk about management and everybody else just go along with the program. So I was called myself doing a lot of what's popular, and I ain't gonna lie, it took me all around the world, but I didn't feel good about it. You feel what I'm saying? I didn't like it. Can't listen to it now. I think it's garbage. I thought it was trash. I think that a lot of these cats go look back down the line when their career kind of don't wane down and be like, man, am I really proud of what I put out there? I don't care how much money you made at it.
Yeah, you really gotta add that to a lot of the music that's going on today. A lot of the simple shit and a lot of the vulgar shit that go around. You feel me? And not just with the females, with the dudes too, with the braggadocious and the murder rapping and whatever. You got to think what motherfucker gonna feel about themselves 20 years from now. You get me? When they get a little more mature, are they gonna be prideful about the music they put out, or like a motherfuckers, a lot of niggas just want to check. You feel me? Shit.
And ain't nothing wrong with that either, man, but I think music is so personal. You know, and I see a lot of stuff that cats doing today, and I honestly can't say that, maybe 10, 15 years from now, they won't look back and have some regrets. But if they taking care of their family, hey, like you said, some people just want to get a check. Hey, Crook,
Yeah.
you know what I think the biggest thing with this record too? You almost got to be you have to be you can't be a dumb motherfucker and be a Kendrick Lamar fan. You can't be a dumb motherfucker and be a Crooked Eye fan. You can't be a dumb motherfucker and be just a fan of anybody that got some kind of lyrical depth to their stuff.
Yeah, yeah. And but you know what though? That make for a cool ass fan base because I be getting the Twitter all the time. You know, with my rap conversations on Twitter and all that X, whatever it's called now. And you know, you go through some people's fan bases, man, and they just as stupid as the rapper they love. You feel me? And it's like when you really about your art, you just attract a different type of fan, and it's kind of cool. You know what I mean? Because we have respectful conversations. We don't be disrespecting each other on social media like motherfucking Twitter warriors and keyboard warriors and shit. You know, we just talking about this hip hop shit that we love. That's it. And that energy attracts that energy. So you're right. You know, Kendrick, man, his fans, he got a wide range of fans. You know what I mean? Like he coming out of Compton, man, and
Yeah, well, you
they
know what
inviting
though?
him.
His
They
stuff
inviting him to
spread.
like do the fashion shows and shit, like in
Yeah, you
Italy.
said the fashion shows and shit.
Like he had the fashion show in Italy, spitting. You feel me? Like that's crazy. You know what I'm saying? That his pen took him there to that height. You feel
Yeah, I
me?
saw. You know, it's funny about the clothes though, cause I saw Dot. He had some shit on that looked like he was in one of the monk uniforms or some shit like that, like he was in a priest robe or something.
Hey, dog, nigga might have been conjuring up some real shit, nigga, some Shaolin temple shit on these niggas. You know what I'm saying? But really though, bro, it's like as a person from my era, I started early. I jumped in the studio my first time. My mom's put me in the studio, and her twin sister, rest in peace, my auntie, when I was 8 years old, bro. So I've been dead ass serious about hip hop since a kid, and I paid attention to everything that was going on. So I seen a lot of eras. You feel me? And I'm super open. I'm open to experiencing hip hop on a new level in 2024. I don't look for the young generation to do everything that the OGs did. I don't. They got their own life, they got their own energy, they got their own minds, and they want to create what they want to create. So I'm very open, but a lot of people in my age group, they not. I see they want Drake to make a Nas type Ether record, and they want Kendrick to make a hit 'em up Tupac record, but that's not them. You feel me? Drake is making a record that fits his brand, and Kendrick is making the same kind of record that he always made with his artistry. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like we got to stop wanting all these younger generation cats to be somebody from the past that they not. You feel me? Because that ain't giving them a chance to express themselves how they want to express themselves, dog. So I just listen with an open mind, man, and you know, and I understand that things change. You feel me from the clothes to everything, dog. Because nigga, I don't wear the same shit I wore when I was 20. You feel me? You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
I don't
So
wear the stuff, and when I do try to step out, eight be tearing my ass up so bad I don't even want to wear nothing new. I'm just gonna stick to the
ah,
t-shirt and jeans and shit.
I mean, it's nothing
what this
about
nigga said,
advancing. I guess it's nothing about advancing your broadening your horizons. Um, I just feel like in certain situations, you know, trying to keep some authenticity is in favor of depending on the era you came from. You know, my
right?
fans ain't gonna want to see me in leather pants and a polka dot shirt and shit like that because I'm gonna lose more fans than I gain.
Facts.
It's just like you said, it's different eras, and even though Kendrick is, you know, he's from Compton and he grew up around gangbangers and the element and the situations, you know, like you said, his artistic his expression is wearing, you know, platinum crowns on his head, you know, thorn crowns, and you know, being in fashion shows, and you know, that's just where some that's just where the element of what you choose to be called as an artist. You get me? artistry is all kind of expressions, and he's always been the type who wanted to express outside of being that element. You get me? Yeah, I saw niggas gang banging. I grew up around gang bangers. I saw the drive-bys and the niggas claiming hoods and all of that. But I dare to be different. You get me?
Mm,
So
yeah.
I don't think anything is wrong with that. And you just like you said, some people some people fall victim to the fact of, but he's from Compton. You get me? And on a worldwide scale, when you mention Compton, you think of the MC Eights, the Easies, the Dre's, the element of what Compton is
Yeah,
or
hardcore hip
was.
hop.
So some people tend to get stuck on that. You get me? Because me as a fan from overseas somewhere, when I hear Compton, I'm thinking of, oh, you know what I'm saying, Compton. That's the land of the killers and NWA and Compton's Most Wanted. So you have the mind state at a particular set. You know what I'm saying? Like when I hear Compton, I'm supposed to see this. So like you said, you see a lot of people. They're split as far as the records are concerned. You know, because like you said, they want to hear some. I want to hear motherfucking MC Eiht and DJ Quick type of shit. I want to hear Jay Z and Nas type of shit. And you niggas is talking about all kind of other shit that I can't get into. So to each his own. And true fans and people who are lyrical, or not to say I'm not lyrical myself, because I can understand the record. I can listen to it and hear the metaphors and all of that. And that's what some people pride themselves on. You get me?
Yeah, you know what though? The thing I don't like, I guess dude is coming out with his response record, and I guess he will be going at Dot's wife. I don't know. That's what I'm hearing. Cause I heard, I think Birdman said that Drake got 3 more records ready or something like that. So I don't know, man. I'm cool with all the competition of it, but when you get to talking about people's wives and kids and stuff, man, I think somebody can get beat the fuck up for real.
I mean, like I said, you going from the realm of just dissing to now, do you really want to beef? Because, like I said, but they are two artists who pride themselves on being able to dig personally into your life, into your career, and whatever. Embarrassment is everything, I guess, as far as, fuck it, I'm just gonna make some music and it's gonna be on point. Um, Now I want to go and search court records and divorce records and paternity records and seeing if you got F's in school and shit like that. It goes to a different realm of dissing, because like I said, now it goes to the element of beefing and how hard do you take that? You feel me?
Yeah, cause I don't know, man. If I hear a record and the dude going in on my wife, man, it's gonna make me feel a certain kind of way, crook.
Yeah, and a lot of people don't get that because a lot of the comments and all that, they egging it on. They want them to get personal, and it ain't personal enough. And you know what I'm saying? They want it, but as soon as it turned into beef and it spill over into the streets, then here the same people like, oh, they need to chill and just keep it on wax. So I don't think a lot of the people in the comment sections understand that just because you don't view Kendrick or Drake in a certain light, you gotta know they very powerful, paid individuals, and it could be somebody in their entourage that's straight off the curbs that's really with it, and might feel like I need to set it off if I run into anybody from the other side. And then now we got a beef going on some street shit or on some physical violence shit, and we gonna look back at the records. You know what I mean? And it's gonna be judged by the words, because words are the first weapons in war half the time. You feel me? And then it turns into the other thing. So it's really, you right. Eight, you definitely right, my brother. It's leaving the realm of who is the hardest MC, and it's going into a whole nother dimension. You know what I'm saying? When they get too into digging at this and digging at that, I mean, that takes the fun out of it for me too. When it comes to even certain battle rap, it's like, yo, talking about a bunch of unnecessary shit, like this, you like, no shots to the shade room, but it's a shade room rap. You feel me? And
Right.
it's like, I ain't really with all that. We was taught to verbally dismantle fools. You know what I mean? And you could come with the hardest lyrics, the bars, and everything, and still lose the battle in the court of public opinion, because this man said he know your wife sleeping with your cousin. You know what I'm saying? And he come out with an Instagram post proving it. So it's just crazy, man. It's wild.
Yeah, and the old boy seemed like the type of dude that'll use his resources to go dig up shit on people.
Oh yeah, I'm shit. I'm basically in a situation to where, nigga, I can go hire me some private investigators. Like if I'm going to court or some shit. I'm gonna go pay somebody a couple of thousand to go dig up some. Man, you can go as far back as when a nigga used to pee in the bed. You
Hell
feel me?
yeah.
I want to know if a nigga used to pee in the bed when he was a kid and shit like that. And they want to expose a lot of personal motherfucking issues, and to me, it takes it away from the realm of dissing to where you basically ready to, you ready to get hands on involved because uh, now you are digging into personal situations and shit. Like you said, talking about people's families or moms or pops or living situations growing up. How you used to be as a kid, and your mom didn't have this or your dad didn't have that. I consider that you getting into the realm of beefing. I'm a turn it from, yeah, nigga, I'm the hottest motherfucker on the microphone, and nigga, you are
Yeah.
this and that, and I'm gonna turn it into, nigga, you was a poor motherfucker on food stamps, and y'all used to sleep all in the same room as a kid and shit like that. Now, like I said, now you're trying to get into a situation to where it's unpredictable now.
Yeah, you don't know where you can
Mm,
go. What was you gonna say, Crook?
yeah. No, I'm just like, man, that was a bar. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
That
because
was a bar, bro.
like you said, and it's always the homies, it's always the entourage. Because let's face it, ain't nobody gonna ever catch Drake out of bounds. Ain't nobody gonna ever catch Kendrick out of bounds. But you will see they entourage about town if they in the same city or whatever, and that's when the stuff kick off.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's the whole thing. You know what I mean? So we don't have to worry about that when it comes to country music and R&B and jazz and rock and roll. You know what I mean? Hip hop has always had that element. You feel me? And you know, they said the rap sales was down 37% and country music was soaring. And all of a sudden, these beefs break out, and Chris Brown is rapping against the Migos and Drake and Kendrick and J. Cole, and now all this rock'em sock'em excitement is back. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, damn, we can only bring our shit back with beef.
That's what I'm saying. We got to do some negative shit to bring hip hop back. That's crazy, ain't
Exactly.
it? That's crazy. The beef is leading to the renaissance of hip hop coming back.
I remember it seemed like that's been that's been the forefront of what's been going on in music the last couple of years. Um, and like I hate to talk about shit like that because, you know, I come from an era where, you know, we had diss records and niggas had beef and you know, we too were at a point where we were uncontrollable when it came to our attitudes and our mind state with music. Um, but it also led down a negative path in hip hop, you know. It kind of put a lot of West Coast artists on pause when the record companies were scared to fuck with us. You get me?
Mm-hmm.
Um, it seems like, you know, like you said, it seemed like every rapper that started coming out figured like the foundation for my existence is gonna be beefing with a motherfucker. I don't give a fuck if it's a nigga from 3 counties away or fucking 5 states away. I'm just gonna wake up this morning and say, "Oh, this nigga whack.
Yeah,
Fuck
especially.
this nigga." You get me? Look at all the beef and all the you know. Was it? Did we have as much murdering and killing when we was rapping and shit? Like I know niggas had their issues and shit, but I don't know if we had as much killing and deaths of hip hop niggas when you know what I'm saying. Because if you look for the last maybe what the last 5 years, niggas was dropping when it came to
I'm
hip
gonna tell
hop.
you what it is. It's a couple of things. We wasn't on drugs back then, dog. We was on some weed and some Hennessy or whatever like that. But these cats is taking heroin now, dog. These cats is on heroin. All those pills and you know all this stuff. They on heroin
I
now.
get a lot of drug heavy because, like you said, we advocated for weed and drinking a 40 ounce.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Maybe sipping on some motherfucking Hennessy or some shit. But you know the 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 mind state today is fucking. You can do you some lean. You can do you some
It's
motherfucking
all heroin too.
cocaine.
It's
You can do you
cocaine
some
and
heroin. You know, sniff you a couple of this, pop you a couple of that. Everything is fine. Um, Again, we had disses and beefs in our era of hip hop. Mine's was late '80s to the beginning of the 2000s. Um, did we have so much killing? You get me?
hmm
All the Chicago dudes it was dropping, and all the other rappers, and all of
it
what
ain't
it.
just in the and you know what it is too. This internet is a motherfucker, dog. Social media, people is dropping bodies live on camera and all kind of crazy stuff. You seeing cats get wet up in their car while they on the live, dog. And, they
Hmm.
call anybody out there lacking, they just lacking. They letting cats have it, broad daylight. You dig?
That's what
It's
I'm
them
saying.
drugs, man. They so brazen because of them drugs, bro. I'm telling you.
I don't think I never seen, like I said, we had it treacherous with the neighborhoods and the banging and the cripping and blood. But as far as hip hop is concerned, a lot of motherfuckers who claim to be grabbing the microphone or putting themselves in that situation was coming up, niggas was getting hit like shit, like we on the street corner.
Well, you know what it is, man. Like I said, it's the combination of the drugs and you like in front of a. It's like you own 24/7. People got their phones with them. They going live, so it's like a motherfucker is gonna really try to prove his manhood to the rest of this world. He don't want to look like he a hoe. You feel what I'm saying? So he go take it to a place to where he probably don't have to go. We didn't have all that pressure back then.
Yeah, the motherfucking social media got crazy. I remember one year, I don't know if it was around COVID or something, but they said 200 independent rappers got killed.
Exactly. Like
Mhm.
if
That's
you
crazy,
go
man.
if you go check right now and go back to like I don't know maybe 5 to 7 years ago, you'll see a gang of just rap, like niggas is still affiliated with the streets, I'm sure, but it's crazy to see how many so-called up and coming hip hop rappers who's just getting smoked. Like not no, we got the Pac thing and we got the Biggie thing, but that was on. We already know what that was about. You get me? You look up right now, it's 30 motherfucking little hip hop dudes that. Like you ain't even like, damn, this
Just
dude got
gone, man.
shot.
And these
This
dudes is
dude
young
got
cats.
killed. This dude got killed. This dude got killed. And that's what is fucked up for us because, now it's like it's not even you got to be certified, so to speak. In our days, nigga, you didn't have a record, nigga. You wasn't on. You wasn't no hip hop dude. You get me? If you was in the studio putting out records, that's what determined your status. Shit, nowadays, motherfucker, I put out 2 mixtapes and I'm certified. You feel me? And then so a lot of those, up and coming rappers or rappers in their own communities or sections or whatever, a lot of niggas is getting popped because you still got them motherfucking neighborhood ties to the streets. And beefing seemed like the way to
Well, beef moved.
sustain yourself. You
It moved
get
the
me?
needle. Beef and moved the needle. People
Right,
like some
like
bullshit.
exactly. So today you just a regular motherfucking rapper, trying to put out shit. Next thing you know, you go out shoot a couple of niggas or pop at or get to arguing with a nigga on the internet. Now, nigga, you the popular rapper and shit, and you might not make it. You feel me?
That's real, dog. You know what? I was going to ask both of y'all. How many years ago did Get Rich or Die Trying come out? Like 20 years ago?
Probably.
To me, that I think when people saw that 50 had so much commotion around him, it's like he came in the game with the beef with Ja Rule, who was the most popular cat at the time. He got stabbed in the studio, he got shot, and it's like he came out like the monster. You feel what I'm saying? It was almost like he became what Tupac would have been had he. You feel what I'm saying? It was that same little negative aura. He just had bullshit with everybody. He had the shit. He had shit with almost every rapper it was to the point to where niggas was almost scared to say something about him. And I
Well,
think these
I
kids
mean,
saw that, and that's what they've been raised off of, dog. I think this whole generation been raised off conflict.
that's the whole thing, and I think that it's a deeper problem. You know what I'm saying? Number one, I wish niggas would have had conflict resolution classes in elementary, dog. Just learn how to not take everything from 0 to 100. You know what I'm saying? Um, that's one. Two, the the drugs mixed with the addiction to attention, like he says, the social media shit is crazy. I mean, them niggas was killing niggas. Go to the nigga graveyard and film a rap video, you know what I mean, dancing on the nigga grave. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just got crazy. And, you know, they started locking niggas up, and it was a new niggas was having #1 hits, getting locked up for crazy, crazy shit.
Yeah, it's a
Like shit
couple of
that you
rappers in
shouldn't even
jail.
be in fucking jail for. And then to top it off, the label execs, some of them, not all, but some of them was like, "Oh yeah, them the kind of niggas we want to sign and put budgets behind." And they was searching for niggas because I done had a couple labels hit me and ask me, "You ain't got no little homies that's acting crazy in Long Beach right now that we could, you know what I'm saying, put on." Like they looking for artists that got beef, the young niggas who, you know, tech nines and shit all on the Instagram. They looking for that. So, and then the executives, I'm like, okay, so I get you that. Do y'all go to the listening parties? Hell no. So the execs know that this person might get killed before the album come out. I'm not gonna go hang out with this dude at his listening party. I'm gonna put him in the type of contract to where if he do die, I'm gonna get the insurance off of him. Then I'm gonna have all rights to his likeness and image, even on some digital shit. In case I gotta send a hologram of this nigga up to Coachella. Like it's really deep. You know what I'm saying? It's deep, and
You
I
could,
feel like in our era, we still had a lot of people of the culture sitting in them big offices. We had Russell Simmons, and you know what I'm saying? We had different people who was still part of this culture, loved the culture, came up in the culture, signing artists. Now it's all about the laptop. That's the A&R. Let me look at your SoundCloud. Let me look at your followers. Let me look at your streams. All right, you in some kind of beef on social media. All right, cool. Come on in and get a deal.
yeah, that's what they want now, man. It's almost like record companies, man, and just media and period, man, is really profiting off of black misery and pain, dog, and conflict. Like this stuff just goes so much further. And then when you find out that most of these major corporations, they have ownership in the, like Spotify and stuff like that, and they also got a lot of money invested in these prisons.
Right.
So if they can
Yeah.
grow up, think about it like this: they gonna make money from here on out to the year 3000 because if they can keep a generation of niggas stuck on dope, killing each other and just acting crazy, and that's the popular thing, they ain't doing nothing but
They
keeping the whole. They just got a nice fresh supply.
yeah, they winning. But then you got the flip side where you got young niggas like Lil Russell who figured out how to do it independently, how to work social media to his advantage, how to drop records about just having fun in the Bay Area and get people to like it, how to get his audience engaged to the point where now rappers that sell millions of records is hitting him up and asking him, yo, let me get down with you because he got a wave. And, that part needs to be highlighted too because it's a lot of young people following him and they don't want to be the next statistic. They want to be an artist, rap, take care of their family. And
Yeah,
Lil Russell is a good example of what a young person could do right now in this industry
he,
if they use
Crook, not to cut
technology
you
to their
off.
advantage.
LaRussell is the perfect example, but these little niggas don't want to be LaRussell right now, man. It's like,
No, no, but you looking at these little niggas that's already, if you remove rap, they still gonna be on the streets. You know what I'm saying? Like
Exactly.
that's not every young nigga. Some young niggas is going to school playing ball. It's it's some young niggas out there that got their act together. Them the niggas who want to be like Lil Russell. You know what I'm saying? And then you got the other niggas. It don't matter about rap. They was gonna be with the shits no matter what. All rap did was help them get some attention while they with the shits.
these.
Yeah, that's the situation with that is like you said. There's a lot of young dude. There's a lot of young men who are still born in this poverty and these sections, and there's a lot of these young men who don't have the aspiration to be a La Russell. You feel me? Because of nigga, ain't nobody in my neighborhood growing up trying to be a La Russell. They trying to be a Tragnew Park. You get me?
Right.
So that's where it always turns. Like I said, you it all. I don't know what like I would say product of my environment, right? There's a lot of dudes who are led astray from having the mind state of, oh, I don't have to be no banger, or I don't have to woonty. Well, I'm gonna be sports. It's kind of hard. You get me? My son turned and he had a choice of not to become a La Russell or MC Eiht or whatever because he had other choices. He grew up in an area, excuse me, where he wasn't faced with I'm not going to the local elementary or junior high school, you know, in Compton. I'm going to elementary in fucking Murrieta. You get me? Uh,
Right.
there is no exposures. It might be a few wannabes, you get me?
Right.
It might be a few wannabes, but as far as walking home from school and every fucking pole or empty house is hit up with the neighborhood, or when I get off the school bus, I'm walking through an area where it's 10 niggas on the block already right now. Niggas is influencing me because they know me. You feel me? I live right down the street, so it's gonna be some of that. Hey, my nigga, come hang out. Well, what's up? Whoopty whoop. That influence. So a lot of the rappers are already, like you said, they already influenced or affiliated just by association of where I'm staying. So now all these niggas who go in at home and go in their garage or their kitchen with a computer and a motherfucker go, well shit, nigga, let's become the crew or let's start rapping. But now all they raps want to be, beefing or fuck your neighborhood or who is this nigga? Where this nigga say he from? Or he a rapper from that section? That's automatic beef. You get me? It ain't even on no motherfucking record shit. It's just automatic beef because that nigga's a rapper from that section. So you got fucked up choices that and then when, like I said, when you see a lot of niggas who still want to be gang affiliated because they feel like, I got to. You feel me? They don't have that mind state of, well, I really don't have to do that shit. You get me?
I know. I heard a little cat say one day, and this really tripped me. I heard a little dude tell me one day, "Man, I want to die a legend."
Hmm.
Um,
And I said, "What do you mean you want to die a legend?" He said, "Man, I want to go out." He said, "I want to go out like a G." He's
nigga, it
guns
was it
blazing.
was it was it was a rite of passage back in my time to, you know, get arrested and go to places like YA or Wayside or whatever. That was a rite of passage if you was a motherfucking young hood nigga. Nigga, you finna go do some time? Nigga, they finna send you to YA. Nigga, you come home like the motherfucking super gangbanger. You get me?
That's
That's
crazy.
the respect you get. And some of us, like, just like I'm talking to the homie Rich. Yeah, nigga, shit, nigga, I thought that was everything, nigga. To get arrested and then go do some time and then be up in the county and shit. Like, nigga, where you from? Tell a nigga where you from and shit. Now niggas, not, nigga, we official. Man, that was everything to some motherfuckers. Knowing is dumb as fuck. You in jail, but that was your connection, nigga.
And it's crazy, man, because these little kids today, man, I swear to God, for every Russell, what's the other brother's name with the dreads, man? That's out there. It's a couple of positive cats that's moving, man. But I'm gonna tell you, the main draw is the beef, man. Look at it now. Look at this. Look at the whole shit with social media now, man. We've allowed motherfuckers that don't have no place in the culture to come in and be real tastemakers up in this bitch. They just don't came up in hip hop and kick their feet up on the table and everything else. And their opinion matter. They'll say some shit and have 20,000 other motherfuckers retweeting that shit. And these motherfuckers don't know the first thing about hip hop.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then it's like we forget who to be gangster on. Cause it's like, all right, why they get to come inside the house of hip hop, kick their feet up, make all the money, and disrespect everybody.
And keep more shit going in a little bit, man. If you look at the climate that's going on now, dog, it's like dudes don't replace women as the number one gossip columnist. Every podcast out there is on some gossip and shit.
Yeah, gossip, man, gossip.
Man gossip. And I
Niggas
don't
is
know if you get
gossiping
much
out
worse
here.
than that. And it's some shit out there, crook, that can really get motherfuckers hurt.
Yeah, dog. This camera on this phone, woo, this a motherfucker, boy. You know what I'm
It,
saying?
it is, and
This
I think that's the
motherfucker
thing
crazy.
today, man. I just think these kids got so much more shit to, so many more distractions, so many more ways to get eliminated, man. And they just, cause I'm gonna tell you, this shit is addictive. I've seen grown ass men go on this motherfucking lie. like bold faced lie just to get some clicks and views. Like
Of course. Yeah. Niggas used to come in the barbershop line, get some attention. Now they at the motherfucking YouTube doing it. You know what I'm saying?
and it ain't just
It's
one person, it's a whole lot of people, man. And it's like beef is driving everything now, man. You know the titles gotta be more salacious and everything else. So I guess at the end of the day, Drake and Kendrick will both benefit from this shit, man, a great deal because shit, Kendrick don't put his shit up on streaming sites already and don't have like I think he had like 5 million views in the first hour or some shit like that.
number one on Apple right now.
I mean, people just like I said, people unfortunate. We as black people too. We love some shit.
Love some
We love
bullshit,
to see
though.
some shit. We love to see some bitches duking it out. We love to see some niggas shooting at each other or beefing or talking shit to each other. We love to see the next motherfucker, put the next motherfucker down. It's like it feeds a motherfucker. You get me? Like, man, I can't wait to see a motherfucker kick so and so's ass, or I can't wait to see what so and so got to say about motherfucking, or just like we couldn't wait for this shit. Man, I can't wait to see what Drake say about Kendrick. Now it's like I can't wait to see what Kendrick say about Drake. And unfortunately, it's gloves off. You
And they
get
gonna
me?
say something. He's saying something about the homie's old lady too. It's
It's
like it's
gloves
way
off.
too much, dog.
It's gloves off though. Because now at the end of the day, it's still all about numbers. I don't give a fuck. You get
Yeah.
me?
It's all about numbers.
In this day and age, it's all about numbers right now. How many more can I stream than you? You get me? It's gotten to the point to where you, like you said, you would think that um, you would have the respect of like, well, I ain't gonna say nothing about your mama, your kids. I think that's kind of the, what we had as far as the code, but there is no code today when it comes to the value of a stream. You get me? Shit. Nigga, if this motherfucker finna give me 10 million more streams, then hey, I'm gonna talk about your kids, I'm gonna talk about your mama, your girlfriend, I'm gonna talk about it all, cause people is waiting to listen. They waiting to hear.
Well, man, I'm gonna tell you this, and this is what people don't know. I was talking to the homie Top Dog last night. You know, dude, dog. You know, the head TDE, and you know, me and him was just talking. Man, we didn't talk very little about this shit, but one thing that he did say is that K Dot is his family, and he don't appreciate cats using his name. You feel what I'm into, and even insinuate any kind of disrespect. You know,
Right.
so he wasn't cool with that.
Well, that's what dudes gonna do. Like I said, nothing is off the table. You feel me?
Nothing.
Nothing
So
is
tell me
off the
this, y'all.
table. I don't give a
So
fuck. And then, like you said, a lot of situations, money brings courage. You get me? Money brings that motherfucking that green courage. That blue face or that green dollar make a motherfucker feel invincible.
Yeah,
So
yeah. Until they find out they not.
exactly. But that's a lot of people. A lot of people who sit on a stack of money or feel they're untouchable because, I got $1 billion, nigga. You can't touch me. So nothing is off the table for some dudes. That's what I said. Everything is it's everything when a motherfucker respects you. You feel me? Um, Loyalty takes you nowhere, man. Respect. I have motherfuckers not trying you
Yeah, for real.
because they know what you about. At this point, like I said, at the end of the day, it's all about the numbers. It's all about the dollar sign and the numbers. Because niggas
so
feel like they can say whatever. You get me? I'm gonna say whatever for a laugh or a joke or a download.
Yeah, well,
absolutely. I want to know this. I want to know, do we need more great records? Are we lacking great records that can do as much streams as a diss record, that could get as much attention, as much love? Are we lacking those great records? Like, could those great records kind of shifted? Dissing and beefing ain't going nowhere. We know that. But I'm just saying, like, more great records coming from artists. I mean, global fucking great ass records. Like shit, nigga, straight up menace. That motherfucker is a great fucking classic record. Dear Mama, great fucking classic record. If some of these guys that are going at it with each other, if they start concentrating on making great classic records, will that shift the game somewhat?
You know what I think, Crook? That's an interesting question, and I've asked myself that before. I just think that we in the era, man, to where people's to get somebody's attention is so difficult nowadays that you almost gotta be some doing some bullshit. It's like every corner you go around, somebody got something going on, right? If you walk outside and you can see somebody fighting, fighting ain't gonna be as shocking as it normally would be because you see it every day, right? So I think dudes is just going over the top right now. I think they're doing it because they almost have to.
Hey,
Well, guess what? They're gonna
I
get
don't
crazy.
think motherfuckers are influenced by making great records. The females want to tell you they got the best pussy, and the niggas want to tell you they got the biggest wallets. Nobody wants to concentrate on just making good music. You get me? The females want to let you know, hey nigga, I got the best pussy. And then the niggas want to go, hey nigga, I got the biggest wallet.
That's
Look at
real.
my look at my motherfucking chinchilla covered G5, nigga. You get me? You feel me? and every bitch is comparing themselves and competing of who got the best pussy. No, bitch, my pussy is the best. No, bitch, I got the best pussy over here.
That's
No,
real.
bitch, I got the best pussy. You feel me? Because that's all the records really are sustained about. You get me?
Yeah, for Crook. What was you gonna say, Crook?
Well, shit, they got something else to worry about in a minute though. We might not.
Like
We
I
we
said,
might be having.
but all they care about right now is niggas is like, nigga, look at this big ass wallet I got. Nigga, my wallet's so big, I had to bring that motherfucker in on the tow truck. Nigga, my wallet is so big.
Oh man, I'm gonna tell you, and I ain't gonna say his name because he one of the homies. He told me straight up. He said, "Well, Kendrick can't win this battle because he ain't got as much money as Drake."
It's all about the wallet.
And I said, "Dog, so you really just judging all this based on?"
Yeah, because it's gonna turn. It's not even gonna be about the lyrics. It's gonna be about who's the flossiest. And everybody know, Mr. Man is flossy. Kendrick not too flossy. Mr. Man is flossy. So, at the end of the day, people are more fascinated people are more fascinated with your motherfucking pocket change. You get me? They don't give a fuck oh man, this nigga put out one of the dopest records. No, niggas are more fascinated with how much money a motherfucker got. And that's what motherfuckers impresses off of. They're impressed off of the pocketbook, not the lyrical skills. They're impressed off the pocketbook.
Wow,
Yep. And guess
deception.
what? Guess what's gonna wipe their ass out in a minute? AI, nigga.
Oh, AI is coming, bro. AI, well, it's here.
Motherfucker, you
AI
think
gonna
kids
wipe a
is
lot of
impressed
niggas up.
because a motherfucker can rap good? No, a motherfucker impressed because the motherfucker nigga, this nigga rich. You get
Yep.
me? He's rich. You Kendrick don't portray that. Even though he got bread, my nigga don't portray you get me?
Yeah, he not floss. He not
You know,
flamboyant.
he not entourage rolled up, all the pieces on and, in the middle of the club, with 100,000 in ones and, I'm I'm a rent out a baseball stadium to take a bitch to dinner and shit like that.
He not doing all that.
No, money, but money impresses a lot of motherfuckers. You
Yeah,
get
yeah.
me?
The homie told me that though, dog. He said, "Well,
Money
Drake." No,
impresses a lot of
he said he
motherfuckers.
ain't got the bread Drake got. He said Drake get $1 million a show. He can't compete with that.
Motherfuckers, like I said, some people are impressed with the money, and some people are impressed with just the true artist, the true artist that a motherfucker is. You get me? When those evils don't infatuate, motherfucker. Like, oh man, I gotta go have my own plane, or I gotta have 30,000 platinum watches, and I gotta have a watch worth $2 million and shit like that. You're impressing motherfuckers that will never be able to have shit.
Yeah, for
So
real.
why you gotta impress a motherfucker that will never be able to have the shit?
Yeah, that's
You could be
crazy.
just as normal and motherfuckers will be satisfied. But
Hey, Crook,
Yeah,
let me ask you this, bro. You being one of them dudes, man, that put a lot into his lyricism. Have you ever had one of those labels tell you that you need to dumb your shit down, son?
absolutely. But um, you know what I'm saying? Like I done had it all, bro. I'd have been on 3 or 4 major labels. So I done dealt with all of that type of shit. A motherfucker come in and say, well, hey, maybe you should make a song like this, and play whatever the latest dumbed down hit is. You know what I'm saying? I done had niggas tell me that they did the research, and if you say the same word at least 45 times on the record, that it's more likely to hit. They
Mm.
done try to make all the formulas that they can make, and that's what they do. And you know, I done brought them some things that I thought was crazy, and it was like, nah, that's you got to go talk about some bitches in the club, some big booty bitches, and we need to hear you talking about popping bottles and you know all that type of shit. And I'm like, I could use my imagination and do that, but when I was young, I'm like, nigga, I'm not living like that. So I'm rapping about what I'm living, because that's what I seen. The niggas who I hung they posters up on my little fucking wall in my shack, that's what they was doing. So, but yeah, you got A&Rs that used to do that, you know what I'm saying? So I had to carve my own lane. You know what I'm saying? I had to say, all right, since I'm not gonna play by their rules, I gotta get off of their motherfucking game board and go independent. And I gotta go and create my own community that's gonna support the art I wanna put out. Because I'm not playing their game. I tried it too. I had a couple joints. One with Akon on it when he was hot. I had another joint. Them motherfuckers wanted like 250 to break the record.
Yeah, it costs some money to
And
break them motherfucking records.
it
A quarter
costs
million
money to break
dollars.
the record. So I'm like, yo, you know what? I'm gonna just do it my own way. I always been that way though. You feel me? Like I'm never scared to turn the corner on what everybody else doing and do my own shit. And that's what I had to do. And now that's basically where the game is at for independent artists now. The shit that I was doing 10, 15 years ago, that's what everybody is doing now to survive. They got social media platforms, they building their own communities up, they selling their own communities directly to the consumer, CDs, motherfucking vinyls, motherfucking t-shirts and hoodies and hats and all that shit. See, I've been doing that. That's how I stayed here this long. You feel me? But now that streaming is only paying 0.003 cents on a dollar, now a lot of people are saying, "Damn, I need to be doing this." So they taking up that business model. But business models change. It used to be cassettes, then it became CDs, then it became streams. It's about to become something else. So I just think that all the artists they need to get ready for what's coming, because it's about to change, bro. It ain't gonna matter what kind of rap you making. I don't care if you lyrical. I don't care if you're not. You feel me? It's about to change again, and I hope niggas is ready
Hell
because,
yeah. Well, man, I appreciate you coming on here, man, to chop it up with us tonight, man.
hey man, anytime, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm on the Gangster Chronicles, man. It's King Crooked, East Side Long Beach hip hop. You feel me?
For sure,
Anytime, that's a
certified.
drop.
Certified, you heard me? All right then, dog, I'm on you.
Certified. All right, my brothers, y'all be safe. Peace and blessings to y'all and the family. One love.
One
Yeah.
love. Well, that was King Crooked, man. Yeah, I really hope this shit don't go to a place, dog, to go beyond rap because it hasn't fared too well with other communities, man, when it came to just funking with the West.
No, like I said, I don't particularly speak on people's whatever they call themselves doing. If it's dissing or it's beefing, whatever it is, that's just anywhere, man. When pride is involved, and then you got people on the side, you don't know what can happen. So, you just got to be careful when it comes to disagreements in hip hop as far as artists is concerned, because we've seen a lot of negativity generated from dudes beefing in hip hop, and it just gives us a bad name on just trying to create, music and just have a voice for our type of lifestyle. You get me? A lot of us use this platform to speak to the masses of people, to explain of where we come from and the walks of life we've been through. And it's just, it turns into negativity because, niggas' pride get involved, and some niggas want to stick their chest out and show how tough they are. It's unfortunate, Football teams beef, but at the end of the game, they don't be out there scrapping most of the time.
Yeah.
You might got one or two personal issues, but usually
Hip-hop
you can
tends to
shake
get
a
personal.
usually you can shake a motherfucker hand after competition. You get me?
Hip hop ain't like that.
Even in a boxing match, you can beat each other's asses for 10 to 12 rounds, and then once that bing bing go, you usually can congratulate a nigga, hug it up, shake it up, whatever. Hip hop is different. Like I said, a lot of niggas are street affiliated. Even the dudes who call themselves, not those type of artists. You get me?
Yeah, and it seemed like,
Got a lot of artists now who gang banging and who wants to claim gangs and wants
some
to
people that want to be hard.
affiliate themselves with gangs.
See
And
Chris Brown
like I
with
said,
it.
that's singers included. That ain't just hip hop dudes. You get me? This lifestyle is fascinating to a lot of motherfuckers, man. Putting that red or blue rag in your back pocket, man, is fascinating
Turn you into that
to
man.
motherfuckers, man. And, a nigga come from the other side of the motherfucking planet and he wants to be affiliated with this lifestyle, man. It's just,
Until he see it's a full-time job.
so, y'all just watch yourselves, man, out there. Like I said, it's a different day or it's a different time when it come. Like I said, sports motherfuckers, you got other motherfucking all kind of different entities that motherfuckers do, and at the end of the day, that's just what it is. You have a nice day or whatever. We have ties to the streets, man, with this hip hop shit, and a lot of niggas still wanna, feel like their association to the streets is everything, man. So I don't give a fuck if I'm crooning a bitch or serenading a bitch. I'm gonna turn around tomorrow, nigga, and tell a nigga this is so and so and this is this, nigga, and I claim cripple blood, and we gonna get it on,
Yeah.
So
And
y'all just
that's
gotta
what
be
it is.
careful out there, man. There's nothing to play with when this beefing, when it can turn left.
Yeah, I had a homeboy, man, whose son was going around spray painting, you know, cats' names, spray painting cats. He was marking cats' hoods out, man. They killed that boy.
Yeah, it's treacherous, man. So y'all just be careful with what y'all doing, man.
And that's it, man. On that note, man, y'all make sure, man, y'all subscribe to the channel, man. You know, hit that subscribe button, leave a comment, and we out of here.
Yeah.
Gangster Chronicles, we gon' tell you how it goes.
If I lie, my nose will grow like Pinocchio. We gon' tell you the truth and nothing but the truth.
Gangster Chronicles, this is